Alright everybody, it's Sunday. We're back out here again. My daughter's fine. That's a stomach bug or something. So we're going to see if we can try and get this chain broken and on here. And maybe we can try and get the front brakes on. I'm hoping. I'd like to get that all back together. Alright, we'll see you in a minute. Hang on. Alright guys, so we got this Orion Motortech chain breaker. All these chain breakers are pretty similar. This is a kind of a small guy, so I think we're gonna grind off the chain, the link, what do you call it, the pin, before we do this. But basically it's just, you know, a screw, and we gotta add in the correct size for according to the instructions. One of the few times you should probably keep them. It tells you the 3.8 millimeter pin is the one for, I don't know, 410 to, or 510 to 560 chain or whatever. So you just unscrew this guy. I watched a how to use this tool by somebody else on YouTube, and they didn't even do what the manufacturer said. You got to put this guide piece on here, right? This is the 3.8 millimeter. So you take your pin, I give you a little spring. So you take your pin, put the spring on it, shove it down in the hole, put your screw back on, right? And then we turn it so we start seeing the pin come out, which, there we go, starting to come out, right? Alright, so now we close the whole thing up around the chain. Let me get the chain over here and reset up, and we'll try and get this broke. Alright, you see that got the chain with the mark on it? We're gonna grind. We want the smaller part of the link, so we're gonna grind off the top of that guy right there. Here goes nothing. Or everything. Alright, so now we got to move the chain a little bit. Okay, alright, and then this hole goes on the other side of the pin. Let's unscrew this a little bit. Okay, almost there. Whoa. Alright, unscrew our pin a little bit. Okay. Now we kind of like right there, I guess. I don't know. Let's try right there. Alright, let's see if we can. Oh, I think it's working. It's working. Pretty sure it's working. Alright, it just bottomed out. That, I need to put a piece of heat shrink tubing on the end of that or something. That's ridiculous. These. There we go. Alright. Let's see if I find a pair of vice grips. Maybe just pry that out. Damn. Alright. Let me get that pin. Shoot. Let me get that pin out and we'll come back. Okay, we got ourselves a pin punch set, cold chisel punch set. So let's, we can go up one more size. We could go up one more size. Let's see. Oh, that's money. All right, let me find my deadbolt hammer. All right. Huh. Well, shit. Let's see without the let's see without the guide on here. This guy. Let's see what happens. All right. Trying not to get in your way here. It's pretty hard where the camera's at. Yeah, I heard it. That's got her. Alright, so God dang it. So we had to take that cup off to get it the rest of the way. Okay, get the pin backed off. There we go. Where's the pin? There's the pin. And the chain is off. Alright, so let's go test it on the bike. Hopefully I didn't make it one link too short. Hang on. Alright, so we got to get this thing back around the front again. The front sprocket. So let me do that now. Put this on and then we'll walk it around the hub like yesterday. Get this link way up here. My transmission already feels better. It feels like it's actually in neutral. I don't know. It was weird before. Alright. Oh, perfect. Yeah, see that? There we go. Yeah, you guys can see it. Alright. That was just the right amount. Man, this chain is sticky as shit. Okay, there we go. Now our outer piece. God damn, that stuff's sticky. Alright, there we go. And the piece de resistance. Our little clip. Alright, we got our Japanese fucking butcher knife, baby butcher knife. Alright, so you always want the front loop to go in the direction of the front of the bike, because that's the direction the chain goes. So you don't want to put it like this, because it might snag on something and yank this off. So instead you put the solid part to the front. So that's what we're going to do. We'll start here, you put it on, and then now we're going to need to somehow spread this. We need a screwdriver. Let me grab a screwdriver here. Nope. There we go. Boom. It's done. Now we can keep this loose a little bit, like that, and then everything's loose. Now we can go ahead and, let's see here, what do I want to do? The chain is pretty straight. Chain is pretty straight. It's not bad. It's not rubbing on anything. All right, let me tighten the whatchamacallit down a little bit. The axle nut. There's my crescent hammer. I'm sure that's probably just the brake shoes rubbing on there. We'll get that all right. Let's see here. Okay, so I kind of want to. I gotta remember, I took off. Let me get the nut for this shock so we can get it down on the ground. Hang on a second. I took it with me so I could go maybe find another one at Ace Hardware, or at least know the size. Bay 1 coming down. Watch your toes. Alright, let me reposition the camera, and we're going to try out our brakes and the shifter and all that. Hang on. It's rolling with the chain on, which means it's in neutral. Ugh. Jeez. Alright, let me reposition the camera for you. Okay, so sit on the brake side. Oh yeah, she's nice and meaty. Alright. Okay, so we're in neutral. Okay, we're in first gear. Shouldn't I be able to move it with the clutch pulled in? Okay, there's second. That's third. That's fourth. We might have to undo our brake lever. One is already kind of undone. Ooh, these are new brakes. Well, okay, so I'd like to get the shifter adjusted maybe a little lower, and the brakes a little lower. So let's take a peek at that. All right, so I took this side of the link off. These aren't reverse threads on both sides, so you can't just spin it and change it quick. You got to pull the little heim joint, the screw out, and twist one of the heim joints. Bringing it in makes the lever go more outwards. So let's try that. All right, let me sit on this thing, see where my foot wants to be. Okay, we're in first gear. Okay, now we're in neutral. That should be first gear. It is. Neutral. Alright. Minus the brake squeaking. That looks like that's gonna be good for that side. Like I said, we still have to drill this. We gotta drill some divots for these set screws. Let's move on to the brake side and see what we can do there. I don't want to move it too much. If you get these to go over center, you can lose functionality. So let me swap the camera around to the other side, and we'll go from there. Oh, all right. I need to tighten this footrest up too. All right. Let's see if we can adjust this a little bit more. A little bit more. Let's go with this guy. This one's weird. It's got like, this rod is like got a bend in it, so I don't know if we want the bend up, down. I kind of feel like we maybe want the bend up. Let's see. So if we want to go further, it needs to come in. I think it does have to go back, but we're also, like I said, we're kind of limited by where it has to be because we don't want it too far over center. I don't know. Okay, so we're in neutral, right? Okay. Yeah, ideally, I'd really like it further down. Yeah, she's not going anywhere if we... So I guess it's going to keep my foot here, and if I need to use the brakes, we're on the brakes. I'm going to get a longer... I swapped foot pegs because I needed the length of the shifter over here, because we're only really catching about, we're getting most of it, but I got to kind of bend my leg around the air cleaner. I'd like this a little further. I don't know. I think that's pretty good. Let me pull this up and back this in, and we'll see if we can get these front brakes together. That'd be sweet. Let's try that. All right, so I was able to assemble one without too much trouble. This time I put some WD-40 in there, down in the hole, and all around the piston. You can see here's our new piston. These things are like 24 bucks each. Look at this. It even comes with the candy wrap. All right. Yummy. All right. So let's look at this one. I kind of jizzed it all up, trying to get the seal in there. So far, I'm pretty pleased with the powder coat. Doesn't look like it's coming off or chipped or anything. Okay. Alright. And you can see the seal is sitting around the piston, so the seal goes into that bore, and then the outer lip of it sticks in this channel, see? Like that. It's just a bellows to protect the piston. And then this square O-ring goes down in here. Let's show you that. Alright, so here's what I did with the last one. Just, spray the shit out of it in here with some WD. Alright. Okay. Get this down in here. What I made sure to do this time is, you see it almost looks like it's too wide, is get it in there and then really kind of run it around. Turbo diesel. Alright, just kind of, because there we go, it was sitting kind of funny. I think that's what happened the first time, is the seal cocked. And once your seal all cocked up. Alright. So it feels like it's in there. It looks pretty level because it's a square gasket. Now we're just gonna, don't forget to put this on. Okay. It'll slip around it. The piston will slip through the center of it. Make sure it's all the way in there. It's in there. Okay. Then we're gonna, let's move this caliper out of the way. Somewhere safe for the moment. Okay. Just spray some piss all over this thing. Okay. and then just kind of twist it in until we hit that square seal. All right, looks pretty level. You don't have to worry too much about this gasket. It won't like draw it in, but we'll get it up and around the lip of this thing once we get it hammered in here. Whoa, and that's it. There you go. Now I had a screwed driver somewhere. Where that went. Here, maybe we can use this little hooky thing. It's not really gonna work. There we go. Just kind of pull on that. I need to get around here with like a flat blade. Hang on, let me find that flat blade. Oh, it's right under my leg. All right, so we want to kind of find where that seals up, like over here, right? And now you can see my screwdriver's kind of behind it. We're just making sure that the seal's loose all the way around. We're not trying to rip it. Not trying to rip it. It's a gorgeous day out today. There we go. Okay, now we can just, it's like already 50 something. Okay, so now we can just push it back in to the channel. All right. And that's it. Now we take our rag. Big thanks to Uncle Billy for his kitchen rag. Using that when I was powder coating, trying to clean some stuff off. All right. I'm gonna like wipe off my gloves too. I definitely want to experiment with powder coating some more. We've got the clutch lever I want to do. That'd be good. So, all right. Let me wipe my hands off, and there we have it. Piston's in there, seal's in there. I think she's gonna work. So now what we got to do is there's locating pins and squeal shims and brake pads, and then I got the bolts, and we can put this thing back together. Let's see how we're gonna do that. Hang on. All right, it's been a little while since I took this all apart, but we got our brake pads. I got a set of 2. All right, there you go. 2 brake pads. We got our shims. I ground these down and then spray bombed them black. These are the squeal shims, I guess, whatever. So there's 2 different styles. Yeah, these were thrashed. These were cooked. They're like real thin spring steel. I got some anti-sneeze here as well. I figured we'd put just the tiniest bit on each of the pins that go in here. I cleaned up these pins with my grinder with the roll lock on it, my little die grinder. These turned out pretty good. Let's put a little shmoo on here. Jeez, that's a lot of shmoo. Alright. Ensure that these do not stick. They weren't stuck in there before, but so now I'm assuming that it's like this. Right? And then like this. Right? And then we take its mate. And is this its mate? No, it is not its mate. Okay. Here we go. Now we got the mate. I'm assuming put this one on and then put this one on like that. And then this goes on like this. Alright, just rides on those pins. This one sits under here. Yeah. Alright. And then we got short bolts, long bolts. Let's see here. Okay. Alright. Short bolts, long bolts. Alright, here's the long bolt. And here's the short bolt. There we go. You gotta find the nuts that came with it. Oh, and you can see I painted the tops of the socket head caps black. Let's put a bleeder in here. Bleed screw. There we go. Let me get a wrench, a ranch dressing, and we'll tighten that up, work it in and out. There could be a little paint on the threads. Hang on a second, I'll come back. Alright, I found some of the nuts. These nuts. Oh, hear that Mustang. I found some nuts, not the correct ones, but we will find those and put those on. But let's get this bolted up here. Oh, you hear them? Nice. Oh, Jesus. Like I said, perfect place, right by the hospital. Okay, find the right guy here. Dang. All right, so we got the right guy here. There we go. Fully seated. That was easy. Okay. All right. So let me stuff the other one, and then we'll see if we can get these on the bike. I'll bring you back when we're on the bike. All right, I got one side on. Let me we'll get the other side on here. You got to start with the top screw. Remind me, guys, I got to change these nuts to the correct ones. These are not the locking nuts or whatever. Not quite sure where they're at the moment, but I did pick, these up. Oh, okay. Nut flew off too. Here it is. Oh, wow. Caught my edge, my toe on the lip of the garage floor here. Well, that ain't right. The caliper's running into the spokes here. I can maybe bleed them, but this ain't right. Let me see what I'm doing wrong here. All right, guys. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with the calipers. The inside part of the caliper is now touching the spoked rim. So I'm not quite sure what's up with that. These brakes came off these forks. The only thing they didn't have on them was disc brakes, dual disc brakes, but it should have. I mean, the hubs are set up for it and everything, and it's hitting on both sides. So I'm going to have to do some research, but I'd like to, I'm going to start plumbing in from the master down to the T. I got some new sealant, so I'm going to put that on the fitting that I put on the T, and we're going to keep going, and then maybe I'd like to try to see if we can tap this oil tank so we can get the vent fitting in there. So let's see what I do next. Man, the Stangs have been out today. They've been tearing it up and down here. So, all right, we'll be right back. All right, everybody, I've been busy. You can see that my 2-inch drag pipes are now installed. They fit real nice, very nice, around my controls. Yeah, now don't forget there's shields on these. There's the exhaust mount. It goes through the back 2 bolts of the frame over there, and then there's chrome covers with bands that go around these, so you once they heat up you won't see them. But how sweet is that? We got a lot accomplished today. We got the chain on. We got some of this adjusted. You know, it's turning out pretty good. Just got more work to do, but yeah, we can check a bunch of things off the list. Set you up in the stand, and I want to check that shifter again. Hang on a second. All right, let's sit on here and see how it works with the shifter. All right. So we're in neutral. Ooh. Yikes, we gotta fix those brakes. All right, so in the first, now we're in first, right? Come on. Oh boy, we gotta look out for this this rod. We might have to move, I don't know, move this to the inside or something, maybe, because it's down is no problem. Up, we're hitting the pipes. That's no big deal. We'll figure that out. But it does fit all nicely around there. Like I said, we'll just have to move the arm or something here a little bit. But I need the shifter down low here. All right, everybody. So that's it. It was a gorgeous day today. It's like 55, 56. See, I'm wearing a t-shirt. So, but that's it for this one. We will we'll do some research. We'll figure some stuff out. We'll adjust some stuff, and I think next week we're getting the tins back. And so some of that stuff, like, you know, when I first get the tins and everything, that's gonna be on my members only. So you guys can check that out. I may even do a video. So yeah, if you wanna see some behind the scenes, join the members only group. It's 99 cents, and get your early access to videos and posts and stuff like that. So all right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. All right, easy.